Alright gang, welcome back to our vintage survival here in Szpakowo. It is now January. I'm loading up here some wood beams. These are pretty much, I think, the last things of wood beams we will be able to get on the trailer for this pass. I was hoping to get the other two, because those are the only other ones that are going to be spawning, at least for a brief period of time on here, but I just don't think it's going to reach. I mean, you can plain as day right now tell you it's not going to reach, right? We've gone over that a few times. Now, I guess I could manually huck those up there, but we're not going to do that. We'll just leave those two there, and it still has some wood in there. It's not a ton, but it still has some wood, so we'll let it continue to chew through that, and then maybe in the next episode we'll have maybe, you know, a little bit more that we can take to the sell point. Now, as far as the sell point goes, normally we've been taking this to the house for the construction. I don't know how that house is still doing construction, but nonetheless, it is still doing construction. But considering we are trying to get to a high dollar amount right now, I am going to take a peek and see if the other one that's further away is a better price right now. Nope, construction site is the best one, so that's the one we're going to go to. So yeah, 5,228, so that's pretty daggone good, man. This is going to be a lot of money. Is it going to get us to where we need to be at to buy the land right over there I was talking about? I don't think so. I think we're going to be just short. I think this is going to be somewhere around the $100,000 range, this sell. That's typically what it's been whenever we have a full trailer like this, but could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. But that's my inkling is it's going to be about 100K. Actually, if it is 100K, I think we will have enough, right? Is it 100? Was it 180 or 140? Oh, yeah, we will have enough. Okay. If it's 100,000, we will have enough to buy that. So that's good. That's really what I wanted to try to do today. And I was going to say, if we can't get there today, I would probably do a contract or two to try to get us to that point. If there's anything out there contract-wise, I would think it'd be very, very rare of any kind of contracts out there, but there's probably something. Oh, yeah. Yep, 104,000. I was right on the money. I said it was going to be right around $100,000, and I was right on the money. Good. That's fantastic. These two cars are running into each other. Wonderful. That car just drove right through them. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Things are good, man. Things are good here, man. I'm having a blast on this series, so I cannot wait to continue it and see where we go next. Obviously, today, as I've mentioned already, our goal has, well, already technically been achieved with the amount of money that we need to buy that land across the way, which is going to help tremendously. So I'm going to put this over here for the time being. We are not going to buy that land just yet. I'm going to do one other thing first, and that other thing we're going to do is sell the wood chips. Those wood chips, to do a quick autosave here, the wood chips should be a good price right now still, so we're going to do that as well. Yeah, Katie's sell point is $1,009. It's the furthest one away, but I'm going to take that extra $10 per... for it. I don't remember where Katie's sell point is. Oh, it's this one down here. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to get the trailer. We're going to load this up with some wood chips, and we're going to head on down there and see what kind of money we get out of the wood chips. Now, I don't suspect this to be a full trailer of wood chips, to be fully transparent with you. You know, the wood chips are just kind of a bonus for the sawmill itself. You're not getting a ton out of that. So I don't expect there to be a lot of wood chips in here, and what I mean by that is I don't expect this to be a full trailer load or even close to a full trailer load, but you know, 6,000 liters of wood chips, we'll take it. That should still be a pretty decent amount of money, but $6,000 or so, right? Yeah, slightly over $6,000, so we'll take it. Okay, we are back. That went well, right? About just over $6,000, which is exactly what I said we were going to get, or hope we were going to get. 3 pallets of wood beams there now, so that's good. That's going to provide us with a little bit more money to play with in the next episode. Because I said I don't think we're going to sell any more of those today. As a matter of fact, we're not going to sell any more of those today. Really, really, really happy with how that area over there turned out in the last episode. Very, very happy about it indeed. All right, so let's go ahead and turn that off for now. Let's see here. We're going to buy this plot of land now that I talked about, and we're going to remove everything from it. So, you know what? Just to be safe, I'm going to do a quick save here. I don't want the game to crash on me. It has happened before, and so now I'm always worried about it crashing on me. So, let's just make sure it doesn't crash. So, all right, so we'll buy it, 141,384. It's not cheap. We will get a little bit of that money back, though, because we are going to be selling the stuff that is on that area. And what I mean by that is we're going to sell the house, although maybe I should keep the house. Can I not get rid of this fence? Oh, if I can't get rid of this fence, I don't think that's going to work for us. Oh man, where am I at? Here we go. Lost my bearings for a minute. If I can't get rid of this fence, I don't think this is actually going to help us out. I don't think that's any bigger. Maybe it is a little bit. Maybe it is a little bit. Maybe we should keep the house if that's the case. Maybe we should just get rid of the barn. And that could be our new house. Maybe that's what we should do. Now I'm considering doing the opposite here. Okay, so if I want to get rid of this nice little ground texture color here, I have to get rid of the well as well. I'd rather just get rid of the well, but I want to get rid of this fence. But it won't let me. Ooh, maybe it will. No. I don't think so. I think it'll get rid of this one, but it's not going to let me get rid of this one. It won't let me get rid of that. Man, that sucks. So that's not even bigger than... This is actually bigger. Maybe it's about the same size over here, but... I mean, obviously we could get rid of this, right? And then... That would give us a lot more room. And, if we move the goats, too, it would give us more room, right? I should have probably checked that before I bought that. Well, I'll tell you what. Before we move forward here with doing anything else... that's not the one we want. We actually probably want to try... We want to try the planter. I think the planter is the whitest thing we have. Because we can get the harvester through there, because we've got the trailer for the header, right? So that's not that big of a deal. But the planter, that's the one that's a challenge, right? That's the whitest thing we have. It's only slightly bigger than our current drill, but it is bigger. So if this can go through there easier, wonderful. If it can't, well, we might have just screwed up a little bit. Although we can sell the land back, I guess. Oh yeah, we can go through there. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. Is it perfect? No, it's not. But it is, you know, we are able to slide that through there really easy. Much easier than we could do over on the other side. What I mean by the other side is where we just kind of worked on opening up that area over there to make it a little easier to go across. The fence there is much smaller than that one is. So I don't envision us getting any kind of equipment that's any wider than this one. So I think we're good. I think we'll be okay, even though that fence can't go away. I was really hoping that fence would be able to go away, and I had all kinds of plans, actually, for that area. Obviously, there was going to be a track going up, which would take up a lot of that area, but I did have plans for everything else. Maybe we can still do it. I don't know. I guess I have to look at it a little bit closer, but... And that's unfortunate that fence is still there. I don't think there's any way for me to buy... like the road here, because that's probably what I need to buy to get rid of those fences. No, there's not. I would have probably already figured that out by now, honestly. You know, with having the fence that we had over here, right? I would have probably already tried that and figured that out. We might have even did it on camera. I don't know. Okay, so the question now becomes, do we end up keeping this house and getting rid of our other house? I mean, we probably should. This is a nicer house, right? And since the fence can't be expanded any, or when I say the fence, we can't remove the fence and make this area any wider than it already is. How much money would we get back if we got rid of it? 31 grand. That's a decent chunk of change. I'm gonna get rid of this first, because that's a nice lot of money. We're gonna get rid of this too. We don't need this. Oop. This is not any kind of crazy money or anything, but we're gonna sell that too. All right, So this opens up this area big time. Now, what could we do? Well, technically, we could take this field and expand it, and that's likely what we're going to do here. My thoughts for this area, though... So let me talk you through what my thoughts are here. Initially, when I thought I could get rid of this fence, my goal was to maybe, you know, take... Not much more, but like kind of where this red brick is, you know, kind of where it's, you know, allowing you to go in, if that makes any sense. Maybe make the track from here to here with a red thing and go all the way down, right? So then we'd have all this land to the left of it. Now, what would we do with all this land to the left? Well, really what I was planning to do is maybe make a really, really skinny field going all the way up this way and maybe make it corn, right? Or sunflowers or whatever. That was my goal. I think you could still do it. I don't really think that we necessarily need a bigger house than what we have. I mean, this is a nice house, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we really need it. We're getting rid of it. Now, we got to get rid of some trees here if we are going to do this, right? We definitely have to get rid of some trees here. Now, I don't know where our land is now that, you know, we're removing all the decorations we did. Kind of hurts me with the understanding of where our limit is, but I would assume it's somewhere in this vicinity, right? Right on the edge of here. So I don't even know if I can get rid of all of these trees or not. There's only a couple, really. But let's go ahead and get the track in first. We can figure that rest of that out later on, right? Now, this is something I normally do off camera. Most of the time. I did it, I've, you know, done it a little bit more than I normally have, actually, on this series, but... Okay, these houses are... I'm gonna have to go like this. These houses are kind of causing me to miss stuff. It's not gonna be perfect. And because the angle that it comes at is... It's like going into this area. So we're gonna have to make a bit of a turn here. Well, I guess kind of a turn. It's not perfect. It's not perfect by any means, but you know, it'll do the trick, I guess. Don't really love it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't love it. I don't love it. But it works. It works. I guess that's how I'll put it. It works. All right, we can clean the rest of that up with the plow because obviously there's areas of this is too big, so we can fix that up. It shouldn't be really that big of a problem here. Now, one other thing I want to do while I'm over here, because I will forget about doing it if I don't, is if I can try to soften this area up here. Gonna cost money to do it, but I think it's worth it. Especially if we're going to plan to expand this field even further over into this area, which I think makes the most sense. This is not a very big area here, so I think expanding it this way, just slightly making this one bigger, it makes the most sense for this area. Okay, so let's see. Can we get rid of these trees? I would assume so. This one's kind of a weird looking tree. It's kind of growing sideways out of the ground there. It's kind of cool, actually. But it's got to go. For my plan, it's got to go. All right, then we should be able to get rid of these as well. Going to be probably difficult to get these through that fence. That's kind of what we were talking about in the last episode and why I was trying to stay away from the fences. Because they get to be a little unruly when you're trying to get them around a fence. Okay, perfect. Now, I don't think I can get this one, but we're going to try it. Yep, I didn't think so. Okay. Well, we do still have one of those curvy trees then I guess we can look at, but it's not really ours. It's just the neighbors. They don't have anything in their greenhouse, which is kind of surprising. You would think they'd have something. There's actually somebody over there. He's just watching me tear down everything that was next door to him, I guess, probably hating it. Sorry, man. It's my land now. I can do what I want with it. So let's get the winch. Ooh, did I leave that on? I did leave that on. Got to get some gas for this Volvo. We talked about that in the last episode. Didn't do it. Hopefully today we will. Speaking of that, is there anything in the used market for us? No, nothing. Absolutely nothing out there for us. Man, this area is just... I said this in the last episode, but man, this area is just completely changed, man. It doesn't look anything like what it did at the start. Not even close. Alright, I'd like to get all three of these if I can. So I'm going to start with this one. I don't know if it'll let us get all three. I would assume it does. I don't think these are that heavy. Can I pick that other one up? That might be easier if I just pick it up and huck it over here. I can. Perfect. Now, can I get them through the fence? Probably not. This is going to be a problem. I can already see it. Oh, okay. Maybe not. It wasn't that bad. That was actually... much easier than I thought. It got stuck for a second, but it fixed itself pretty quickly. That was not bad. That was not bad. I'll take that any day of the week, honestly. That was not bad at all. All right, perfect. Okay, so there we go. So that area is set. Now, what we do need to do is plow up a field over there. And we still have the grass over there to mow. I don't necessarily know if we'll mow it today or not, but we do have the grass over there to mow. If we don't mow it today, it'll be in February. It is not lost on me. I do know we have that. Don't worry. We will take care of it. Okay, so I think this area that I made here is too big. So we're going to try to shrink it a little bit. We're going to make a tiny little field like I mentioned. I mean, very, very tiny. But that's okay. I don't think it needs to be a massive field. I really don't. Ooh, you know what? Wait a minute. I need to get those stumps out of the way. How could I forget about that? I need to get those stumps out of the way. So let me grab the mower, and we'll get rid of the stumps. Alright, let's get the stumps out of here, so that way when we do plow it up, we're not having any issues. Hopefully. I think I got them all. I'm going to fold this up, put it right over here, but we're going to leave it here just in case, because there's a high chance that we might have missed one. Alright, so I think, yeah, I think somewhere around in here is a good spot to start at. I don't want to go too far out here. I don't want to mess up the track, because this is kind of a, you know, by design standard track, if that makes any sense. I don't want to do that. I want to kind of make sure we give ourselves enough space here. Now, this field is not going to be a perfectly straight field. This field itself is not straight anyway, right? And I don't know if I'm going to be able to smooth that out or not. See that big drop off there? I don't know if I'm going to be able to smooth that out or not. Doesn't really look like it, does it? Looks like it's too close to that. It's too close to that barn there next to us. The neighbor's barn there. A little bit of frame rate dropping there. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, this isn't going to help me at all. Looking at the mini-map here, that's not going to help me. So what I want to do, though, is make sure I give myself enough room to turn around here. When I say myself, it's probably going to be me 9 times out of 10 doing this one. I don't think the worker will have a very pleasant experience trying to do this. I think it's mostly going to be a me thing. Did not work out exactly how I had hoped this area here. I guess I just didn't realize it would have such an angle. I think it's still going to be fine, but it's not really what I had initially envisioned. It still works. But, yeah, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more of a straight path up here. And we're not really getting that, if that makes any sense, right? I'm going to go to about there. I don't think any further. I think any further than that's going to be a little dicey on being too close to the neighbor's yard here. We're definitely going to have a bit of a drop here. Hopefully it's not too intrusive or too much of a drop that we can't drill it or harvest it. Now, those little bushes and stuff that are in the ground there, they will go away when I utilize the... Well, they should go away, I guess I should say, when I utilize the drill. Or I can paint over it with, like, grass, which friend of the channel, Farmer Mike, taught me that one. You can paint over the area with grass and then replow it, and it'll go away. These little, like, bush things that are in here, because I've clearly went over it, but they're still there. I don't know why it does that. It did that in FS22 as well, so you would have thought they would have tried to fix that, but, you know, they didn't, so. So if you didn't know that, that's a bit of a trick. You can, if you're having a hard time getting rid of them, if your drill won't get rid of them, because not all drills do, only certain ones do. You can paint grass on top of them, and then plow it back up, and they should at least, I'm using air quotes, you can't see it, but they should be removed at that point. So it's not the biggest field in the world, but it is a field, right? It is something. We're actually utilizing some of this area that we paid for to make us some money. It's not just a track. But yeah, I think for the most part, it's going to have to be me doing this. The workers are going to get stuck on this often. I feel like that fence back there. I gave actually a decent amount of room, but I really didn't give that much room from a worker perspective. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it as we always do. As we always do. I think I'm going to try maybe a slight further expansion, maybe? I don't know. It gets a little tight there by the telephone pole, though, doesn't it? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to do it a little bit more. Just a very, very, very tiny bit. Probably not really going to make that big of a difference when it comes to how much money we'll make off the field. Yeah, I'm happier with that. Is it perfect? No, it's not. I wasn't expecting it to be, honestly. But I'm happy with that. So, there's our new field, our new small field. I think what I want to do next, even though we've got a crop in the field here, I think I want to go ahead and spend the effort on at least starting to plow this field up. Now, it's obviously, it's not going to be the full extent. We're still going to have to plow up part of it when, you know, because I'm leaving some space on purpose. I don't want to kill any of that crop. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do it while we're over here. We might as well just go ahead and get most of this plowed up now. Especially since we're in the winter months too, right? So I think it makes a lot more sense in the winter months for us to spend some effort on trying to do stuff like this. Field expansions, taking down the trees, etc. Instead of doing that when it is in season or harvest season or whatever, right? I just think it makes more sense. So that's what we're doing. I don't know how far I should be going here. I'm going to kind of, I mean, I probably could go a little bit closer to that creek, but I'm just going to kind of go to about there, I think. Just trying to line it up a bit with the field we just made. But yeah, I could probably expand it a little bit further out towards that creek. I think this is good enough, though. We've really, really, really changed the landscape, man. We really have. Since the beginning of this series, it looks completely different in my eyes. Now, this is going to be a nice little expansion here. The size of this, when we add it with that, this is going to be quite a large field, honestly, now. I think we've done a pretty good job of expanding enough to make these large fields too, right? We've got quite a number of large fields now. Early on, it was all about the smaller fields. Now we've got the larger fields going. Whoops. All right, well, the time has come, gang. We have purchased a semi-trailer, finally. It's been, I don't know how many episodes since we bought this thing, and it's just been sitting there not helping us at all or utilizing it whatsoever. Now, I did not get rid of our other trailer, but we may eventually. We'll see how things go. But this is it, man. This is our new semi-trailer. I'm very, very happy about this. We might even try to upgrade to maybe a flatbed as well, which will help us with pallets and things like that. I think that is probably a smart investment soon, because we've got all of those pickle pallets that are going to be ready to sell here very, very soon. Now, the reason why I wanted this one and I liked this one is because it does fit the theme, in my opinion, of, you know, at least the 90s, and quite frankly, it's not a very large trailer, right? And that's really something we desperately need, because this is a very small map in regard to the actual size of the roads, among numerous other things, right? It's a very, very small area, so we really don't need a big, massive semi-trailer like you would see in America. It's just too large for this area. So this is, I think, a perfect fit. It might be slightly too big, but I'm pretty happy with it, and it's going to allow us to be able to really, whenever it's time to harvest and we've got, you know, multiple fields that are the same thing like we do this next harvest coming, right? We've got a lot of fields that are all canola. This is going to allow us to be able to harvest all those fields without having to make multiple trips. So it's huge, man. It's a huge, huge, huge upgrade for us. I'm absolutely loving it. And I think it looks fantastic. So, we are going to leave the episode at that point, though. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash that like, subscribe button for me. Thanks to my members. Cannot thank you guys enough. Discord's down below. Thanks for your continued support. We'll see you next time.